But you know now you for done jaye. Why don't give me, make me stronger? But this one weak me, make I no lie. Another woman like this. She tell me say the world is full of jackpajantis. Say the little light of mine, you go shine, shine, shine. Mommy, can you see me now? What I pour down for my many, many times I didn't miss you. Gone. Need to say you wait a little longer. This our life, every day I don't buy. Why don't give me, make me stronger? But this one weak me, make I no lie. What type my eye on I think of you? But you know now you for done jaye. Why don't give me, make me stronger? But this one weak me, make I no lie. Hello, vitamin C. Mommy, mo fi join my melanin queen. Fine girl, no pimple, classy and simple. Mommy, can you see me now? What I pour down for my many, many times I did miss you, gone.
Young John right there with Stronger. That one is of the Jiggy Forever body of work. Amazing body of work, I tell you. And in case you've not seen the visuals to that sound yet, go check that particular one out. Active on every digital streaming platform. Welcome, citizens. This is impact Radio 102.1 FM, and you're logged in on your number one urban lifestyle station. Major props to everyone who's been logged in and logged on with us since the start of this day, keeping it 100%, just like we promised to serve you. On Just Before Dark today, I mentioned today I'll be doing something special because we've got an August visitor who is visiting us in October. And by the way, before we go straight into it here, let me do a little bit of our props. In case you don't know what I've got in store for you. It's a major, by the way, major for everyone out there. I
love it. This song is so special to me. Champion, the rapper. It's a moment.
Whatever you're doing this evening, welcome to Empire Radio 102.1 FM. Walkover Wednesday, the smoothest and the grooviest dial on your sport. And just like I mentioned, I've got a major with me in the studio who, with all humility, I would like him to first off tell us exactly what has been going on. But in case you missed it, I've got Badman Major AJ.
We're active. What's up, my people? Impact. Good to be back again, you know.
Of course.
Really good to be back again.
And it is good to have you join us on this show for today. Amazing, is that not? Taking it back a little bit, let's talk about the year 2022 to this very minute. Yeah. And in case you don't know just yet, or you are possibly living under the rock, there's a body of work out there right now catching everyone by storm. It's titled Badman Major, the extended play.
Is there a Bad Boy Major?
Okay, Bad Boy Major, yeah. So, Major AJ, welcome to Empire Radio. How are you feeling,
bro? Thank you. I feel good. I mean, the last time I was here, you know, like, was my first time. This is my second time here. And, like, you guys are, like, family. You know, I was welcomed very well. So, like, I feel good to be back here on the radio with you, you know.
Okay. Away from Rush Rovers now, we're now in a new era. Of course, some thoughts cooking. Let's talk about Bad Boy Major, the extended play. How's the reception been? Is this what you've actually been looking forward to see?
Yeah, man, to be very honest, like, it's been so positive. I've been so grateful. I dropped the project barely like 3 weeks ago. Yeah. And the reception of the focus song Kiri featuring Crayon has been so amazing, and the other songs on the EP as well. And like for every artist, you know, that's what you want when you put out a body of work. You want people to connect to the music, and different people like different songs on the project. That makes me feel so good.
Shimejo Akiri.
I told
All right, Major AJ, quick one. What does success mean to you? What does it feel like right now?
Man, success right now would just be giving my family everything they need, like providing for my family in every way, and just being financially stable and impacting the world as much as I can. You know, like because I feel like that's it. Like when you get success, you use it for yourself to a level. Then you start using it for others around you. So success to me is just like I'm already doing what I love, music. So I just want to be like at the level where them Ashake, Chris Brown, how the big guys are doing it, and Kim, come and take your family. You know?
All right, because we're talking about taking care of your family right now, let me quickly ask you this. And just like you, I just said that are doing what you love to do. I will possibly take you back in time, and of course, I would like you to talk to us like you're talking to secondary school, students now, or maybe primary school pupils who don't even know anything about Major AJ. For me, I would say I know a little bit of it, especially if you actually are in part of the North Central, and that is Ilorin to be precise, between 16, 17, and 18. That was when, off air I was asking you what happened to HEYJAY.
Yeah, so basically, when I started like using the name Major AJ, it was a while ago. And back then, like, I don't know what was making it trend that time. People just like adding extra alphabets to their name. So if your name is Ade, you spell it with HAYDE. Okay. So I was Major AJ, and I didn't just want to use AJ, so I used HEYJY. But when I got signed to Chocolate City, to make it easier and everything, and it was just immature at that point. I just wanted to, even me, I had been looking for the time.
So signing for a label made you feel like, this thing I'm doing back then is not really.
Yeah, of course, like, because when you sign to a label, when you're independent, like, you're still pushing, trying to find your platform. When you found a label, you're on the platform, to the rest of the world. So everything is going to be vetted. Like, you work on your sound, you work on your styling, you work on everything. Now, for the name, we just thought about it that it's just going to be easier and more direct, Major AJ instead of HEYJ. Exactly.
Okay, now, in the last 2-3 years, what is that one thing you've learned about yourself?
In the last 2-3 years, one thing I've learned about myself is I can do anything I set my mind to. Yeah,
aspire to perspire.
Yeah, exactly. I can do anything I set my mind to, God's willing. So that's just what I've learned about myself.
Has there been any time you stopped doing music for a reason, 1 or 2 reasons, and you'd be like, music, no, I want to take a break?
Never, man. To be honest, like for me, it was even a situation of like I couldn't do it as much as I wanted to at first because I had to finish up with school. Like my mom, like she's a teacher, so there was no option of dropping out. So I had to, and that was when I was in Ilorin. Although I was still like rapping around school, just trying to build a student fan base, but I could not like pursue it properly, like fully as a career. So, but like. Since being like able to do my thing 100%, I've been enjoying it, and I don't think there's anything. I feel like everything is just a process. That time I was in school. I was not doing it fully, but the important thing that was going on was me building that student fan base. So I feel like everything has a reason. So, but I never stopped. Like since I came in the game 2020, there's been no break.
So all together, and everything has now come together to make up the Major AJ that we're seeing today, being signed to Chocolate City. Amazing! I tell you, your success deserves to be studied. Honestly, rising all through the travels and the troubles, basically, because as an independent artist, you mentioned it. You have to go through a couple of things before you actually get to that big stage. Now I'm going into it, but before we do that, I'd like us to take a quick breather, and usually I'll be the one to introduce the song. But this time around, I want you to do that particular thing for me. Of the Bad Boy Major extended play, this one is going to point me to your favorite of the album. So now, tell me, which one should we go into? The lead single?
Every track is my favorite, but I think we should go into the lead single. So it's your boy Major AJ, aka Bad Boy Major, and I'm live on impact 102.1 FM.
Of course.
And you're about to listen to a brand new song called Kere featuring Crayon off my brand new EP Bad Boy Major. Let's listen to it. Let's go. Let's go.
I've been at the house since 16. Many decisions risky. If you see what's in my eye, don't see. You go pour me for shots of where I'm. But I know they're nothing they with me. I see they kill them with their fizzy. Even though my journey no breezy, I'm a loco, my ship I won't be too easy. 99 pushing on my speedometer. From the mainland to island, everywhere I go make sure they know me shy. All the girls them they shout Mr. AJ original. Then they post for my camera, tag me on Insta. I'm getting popular. And me okay oh, small boy, big God, me okay oh. Mo de ma debe oh, mo ma kore dele oh. And me okay oh, small boy, big God, me okay oh. Mo de ma debe oh, mo ma kore dele oh.
One size in my big shoe. Have you been through what I've been through? Are you into what I'm into? Even in my dark shades gone, what they see through. Cash flow no be issue. Billion stacks on my visual. They can never be replica. Man a big body pants and a big ooh. I'm Billy. I know they working 9 to 5 daily. What are they steady counting my Billy? Don't tell me why you acting like Dilly. Cause I quiet, no me size silly. You know secret the hot till like chili. And I go shut it down with my killie. You already know that I'm that guy.
99 pushing on my speedometer. From the mainland to island, everywhere I go make sure they know me shy. All the girls them they shout Mr. AJ original. Then they post for my camera, tag me on Insta. I'm getting popular. And me okay oh, small boy, big God, me okay oh. Mo de ma debe oh, mo ma kore dele oh. And me okay oh, small boy, big God, me okay oh. Mo de ma debe oh, mo ma kore dele oh. And me okay oh, small boy, big God, me okay oh. Mo de ma debe oh, mo ma kore dele oh. And me okay oh, small boy, big God, me okay oh. Mo de ma debe oh, mo ma kore dele oh. Everywhere I go make sure they know me shy. All the girls them they shout Mr. AJ original. Then they post on my camera, tag me on Insta. I'm getting popular.
Big tune, Kere, Major AJ teaming up with Crayon on that one. Amazing of the Bad Boy Major extended play. And in case you're just tuning in, this is Empire Radio 102.1 FM. And this evening, we got the superstar Bad Boy Major joining us. You can tell from his sound that he's a fine man here. And then it's always about family, life, love, and, you know, all of them good vibes as well. Now, let's go into this album, Bad Boy Major.
Yeah.
How did it come about? 7-track extended play.
Yeah.
And
it's basically like I feel like the project Bad Boy Image is like my current state of mind as an artist. Just like because my first EP Retroverse dropped 2 years ago.
Yeah.
And in the span of that 2 years, there's been a lot of growth. There's been different things that's happened. You know, you get to learn more as an artist, as a creative. So Bad Boy Image is just like a project that's showing my current state of mind, the level of confidence I've been able to build, and how sure I am of, like, you know, of where I am and where I'm going.
Because I can remember at the point in time when Retroverse dropped, it was been said that a lot of the sounds on it were more like, you know,
retro,
sampled.
it was like,
so
it's
you're
like,
taking us back in time. And
that was like a different, like an experimental project, because like I wanted my debut project to be like, to scream like Major AJ is different. So I did an experimental project where I was infusing retro, funk, you know, elements. And right now this one is still fusion, but you can realize that this one is more current. There's a lot of street lungu, there's a lot of street slamba, and there's some tracks talking about love, talking about also talking about family. So it's still Afrofusion basically. So but Major AJ, Bad Boy Image is like where we are right now.
All right, because you mentioned about, you know, love, life, family. Let me quickly ask you this one. Challenges you faced in your career, how have you been able to, you know, step over them?
Man, there's always challenges, you know, and I feel like there's always going to be challenges for each stage, you know. It's like life. You know, I've come to understand that we all have one or two things to kind of like, one or two battles to fight. So I feel like most challenges when I was independent, the most challenging thing for every independent artist is financing.
Trying to push yourself.
Yes, because like music promotion is very expensive, music mixing, mastering, photo shoots, styling, a whole lot of things. So like we're able to share profits,
Get around it, of course.
Because like that's one thing about Nigerians, we'll always grind. So I was able to just, you know, one way or the other, savings, you know, family help, friends, you know, and there's a way you start grinding, you start seeing people that believe in you, that feel like you're worth investing in.
Yeah.
So later on, I got the contract with Chocolate City late 2021, and I mean, like with Chocolate City, it's been amazing because like the platform is there now. Like a whole lot more fans are listening. The music is getting across to more people, but the work is still going.
Yeah.
So there's still challenges of like even the country. You know, like right now, there's
If
a
you're
lot.
not going through something,
Like-
something has to go through you.
Just that there's a national grid collapse right now. So imagine you just want to be in the studio locked in. You gotta go get full. So there's something or the other, but I mean, we just chest it up and just do what we have to do.
Now that you're in the limelight, Major,
Yeah.
bad boy Major. Now that you're in the limelight, how do you try to balance your public persona and your private life?
I mean, like it's two different things for me, but it's the same person. You know, and I feel like for me, it's just about boundaries. You know, I feel like trying to separate it is where some people make the mistake. Like I'm still the same person. You know, like I'm Boluwatife. You know, like to my mom, to my siblings, and where I need to be a son to my mom, I have to be. Where I need to be a brother, where I need to be a grandson to my grandma, where I need to show up, I have to be. That does not change anything because I'm Major AG. You know, like the only problem is I'm more busy. I can't see my family as much as I want to.
Yeah.
But every other part, I just feel like it's just about knowing the boundaries. When I have to show up as Boluwatife, I do my duties, I do it. But as Major AG too as well, when I'm outside, when I'm in my zone, I'm in my zone. You know, so I just have a way of doing my thing like that.
I mean, that's a little
Balance
bit.
it,
Well, that shows you're a family man, of course.
Yeah,
Just like
just
you have
balance it out.
just like you have it in the extended play.
Yeah.
And now we're still talking about you because we're getting to know Major AJ up close and personal. Because some people they appear to be strong outside, and of which when you get into their closet, they are more. We can call them weaklings. I'm sure you're not that kind of person. But now, quick one. How do you handle criticism? Because, of course, it's not every song you put out that I expect people to give you a thumbs up to it. Sometimes people say, what is this one? Especially even before you put out the body of work, maybe you're just sitting right there in the studio and then you doing the production and be like, no, this is not going to fly. How do you tend to cope with negative criticism or feedbacks, really?
I mean, at the end of the day, art is very subjective, you know, so it's not for everybody. Like, I don't like every song. I don't like every song. If you like sing past anything, you can't like all your songs. I have my favorite artists. I like people I think are amazing in my own front.
Yeah.
Some people might just think they're not all that. So I mean, at the end of the day, you know, what I feel is connecting to the right audience. Okay. That's really your journey as an artist. That's grinding. I feel every successful artist is like you have gotten to the level where you've connected with all your fans all around the world. But the process of being a young artist trying to grow is trying to connect with people that actually listen to your own sound and they like your own sound. So I don't really take negative comments to art, to be honest. When I just see it, I just know like, okay, probably this one is not just because you have to be able to relate to my music. To like the music,
follow up exactly what I'm doing.
I have my own story. I have where I'm coming from, and I have what I'll sing about. You know, and my music is very real. So I won't sing about I won't just try and like fake it. So many people that are coming from where I'm coming from, many people that are going through the situation I'm going through, or know or have felt that way, they'll connect to it. And if you don't connect to it, like you connect to somebody else's own.
Okay. Away from you personally now, let's talk about, studio sessions. Over time, most times I've actually been able to attend maybe one or two music camps, and people will tell you it's boring, it's not really full of life and all those things. But during these music camps, especially for the artist, is there a particular point in time where you feel like, okay, I'm in this camp now, and it is from this particular camp that I get to pick out something to create music about?
I mean, you never know when all music is even amazing, but you never know when, that's maybe that one that God has said will hit, will come out. We keep on creating music. I make music in my house, in my bedroom. I make music at the studio. I make music at camps. You just keep creating because different environments inspire you differently. So if I'm in the camp, I'm singing differently with other people, other producers. If I'm in the house, I'm alone recording. It gives me more space to experiment with a lot of things. If you're in the camp, you can't really experiment. There might be others there looking at you. You might be a bit shy. But if you're at
that's
home,
why people feel like sometimes it's boring because you don't even want
music
to
is
come
never
all out.
boring, really. To be honest, I feel like at the end of the day, it's just about finding your way of creating. Some artists are still in the process of finding their way of creating. Some, luckily, they found their way of creating. That's why some people, they might be studio rats. Some people, they know that they don't need to be studio rats. They just know the way they sharpen their skill, and when they go in the studio, they're ready.
Yeah.
So everybody has their process. You have to just find your own formula that works for you and stick to it. That's just what I thought.
Really, this is you trying to take us through your creative process, but I'm so sure you've not gone deep into it. What does your creative process look like? Is it just the bedroom, your bedroom?
Yeah.
Because some people tell you it is when they're in the restroom that they get to have this inspiration.
Yeah.
Their voice are as soft as anything when they're in the restroom.
Man, for me, it's very spontaneous. So, like, anytime I write music, it just comes to you. It comes to you. Because one thing about me is I'm always thinking. Because, like, I feel like as a creative, my mind is my biggest weapon. Because it's what I think I'll sing. It's what I think I'll write. So, I'm always thinking. I'm always, like, constantly creating in my head. But so sometimes I'll strike gold. So when I strike gold, I could be in the studio at that point.
Yeah.
I'll put it out. If I'm not in the studio, maybe a voice recorder. Just like put the idea down.
Yeah.
But basically, like every single day we're living, I feel like inspiration is all around us every day. Because art is just like general living. People that paint, you have to have seen something to be able to paint it.
Yeah.
So it's basically what you experience that you sing about. So for me, my creative process is really spontaneous. Sometimes, I hear the beat first and then I have the hook. I jump in with the hook first. Then sometimes I already have the melody in my head. Then I tell the producer, let's cook up a beat to go with this melody. So for me, I'm not the kind of guy that likes to do things one way. That's why my music is very versatile. Like, I like switching things up. When things are too the same, for me, it gets boring. So that's why I tell you my creative process is spontaneous. I'm not the kind of person that's like one way. Nah. I like to.
Of course, you can tell from this particular body of work. Cause listen to Omologo is different from what you're going to get from
exactly
Jack.
from Mon Chéri to Family to Kerry. So like that's just it for me. I like to mix things up.
Okay, back to the extended play now, Major AJ. And in case you're just tuning in, this is Empire Radio 102.1 FM. We're having a chat with the bad boy Major AJ of Chocolicity on the show this evening. And he's taking us through the process of creating his latest and his brand new extended play titled Bad Boy Major. 7 tracks extended play. And on the extended play now, I would like to ask you a bit questions about this extended play. Fine, we know you're not a producer.
Yeah.
And you've got people who actually worked with you on this particular body of work. How did you go with these guys? How did you get to know, okay, this is this person that would actually suit me to produce this particular track?
Yeah, I mean, we work with many producers as artists, but like it's different songs come out at different times. Like for example, I have some songs already. I worked with some producers that just didn't make this project. Maybe the next project. You get what I'm saying? So, like, one thing about me is I just like to work with producers that understand my sound and I can work with like. I won't feel like I'm forcing it, So I like to work with every producer, but like at the same time, every producer might not be your producer, because spirit everybody call them halopakpo. You understand? So I just like to work with people that make it easy for me to create, because I like to create easily. When I'm creating music, I like to have fun with it. I don't like when music becomes so serious. It's never been like that.
Easy does it.
Yeah, it's my job, but like when I'm in the studio is when I don't want to feel like it's a job. I rather feel like it's a job when I'm doing interviews and doing all the other. But when I'm in the studio, like I just want to have fun.
Let's just play around
exactly.
Okay, of this extended play now, which of the tracks do you think would not have made it, or which one do you think I should not have added this to this extended play?
Nah, man, everything is good. There's none that I feel like I shouldn't have added. Every song carries a different message. Omologo is different from Ja to Kiri to Consent to Mon Chéri to More Money to Family.
Mon Chéri, of course, you can tell it's for someone.
It's for the ladies.
Why family? For
family
the family.
And then more money is for my guys hustling, grinding. Like inshallah, we're gonna get more money.
And then Kiri as well.
Kiri is like ginger. You're not small. You're not little.
Small.
Like you get up, you could do it. Like you're actually trying for yourself.
Come.
Exactly. Ja is like talking about me. I'm all about the fast life. Like if you know me outside the music, I'm always outside.
Okay, away from that, now let's talk about Afrobeat generally. A couple of days ago, I saw a tweet here. This person made it on X, and then you can tell X is always about bring it for me and I give it to you as well. So someone put pictures of people together, different people together, and tagged it. Who is the face of Afrobeat? Of course, there were a couple of backlash, people coming like, you don't do this, you don't do that. Some people were even saying, you don't want to pull down the community and all of that. What's your take on stuff like that?
I mean, the face of Afrobeat. Are you asking me who the face is or what?
I'm just asking you, what's your take on issues like this when they pop up on your timeline as well? Because I know you're active on.
Yeah, I'm active, but I feel like at the end of the day, like, I don't even know, man. There's always gonna be a face of something, you know, because I feel like there are people that push the culture, but what I don't feel is there's a permanent face, because I feel like there are different times. You know, at some point, like, who was the face of Afrobeat? Fela Nicola Kwakuti. And you know, people are still talking about Fela right now. Even if Fela is late, may so rest in peace. Like, the legacy left, you know, it's still going. So there's always gonna be different faces of Afrobeat. You know, at some point it was Wheezy, at some point it was Burna, OBO was killing it. I think Rema. Now Ashake is like the oldest guy on the block. You know, so like, I mean, everybody's, you know, there's so many different faces, but everybody's doing well. Like, as long as the genre, the culture is moving forward, I mean, that's the most important thing. All the beef is so necessary. It's not necessary.
It's not necessary. Okay. So let's not go into the beef right now. Quick one before we call it a wrap on the show this evening, and I thought it's been an amazing time with Major AJ, the Chocolate City signee. We can call him a prodigy, because he's still got a lot more stuff to serve us from where he's bringing it out from already. Now let's go into some quick fire talks right now. I'll ask you this: logic or ability? Ability. Saying this thing I have in me different from what I can actually coin out from my head.
Yeah, if you have ability, I mean, someone can put you through the logic. But if you have the logic without the ability, you will still get stuck.
Home or public studio?
I mean, home. Yeah, home. Because, like, home is very good to it, because if you have your studio in the house, that works. Because you always want to make music where you're most comfortable at. And I'm very in control of my energy in my house. In the public studio, somebody can vex me and I just want to...
I'll say I'm leaving this place right now. Yeah. Okay. Your intros or your outro?
I mean, both. I like both. I don't think I would prefer... But my intros are very, very important, because that's the first thing people are going to hear. I could decide to free the outro. But the intro is very, very important.
You're big on your intros.
That's the first thing you hear in the song.
All right, then it's still Bad Boy Major on the show with us this evening. Empire Radio 102.1 FM. I know we've been having a chat with the Chocolate City side. Before I let him go this evening, I would like to know 2 extended plays already.
Yeah.
When is your debut album coming?
My debut album is definitely coming. You know, coming soon. I've been working on it already, but I'm just taking my time, because, like, I mean, an album is something you want to drop when you're very, very, like, you don't want to rush it, because like a good album can really, I don't know, like, people still go back to listen to Superstar, you know, till tomorrow.
Yeah.
Like, a good album can literally do so much. Like, EPs are like, just take this body of work, like a quick body of work. EPs have become popular because people don't like, people can just put like half body of work out quickly, you know, and experiment and all. But an album, like, I mean, is very special to me. So very soon it's coming, but I'm going to take my time with it.
I'm
definitely taking my time with it. Yeah.
Okay. That is the words of Major AJ himself telling us, fine guys, the album is coming, but you just have to wait a little bit. Let's eat, let's digest, let's enjoy this sumptuous meal he just made for us, which is our Bad Boy Major, the extended play, one that's currently making the waves. The lead single being Kire alongside Crayon on that one. Other amazing sounds from that particular extended play as well, and you want to get familiar with them. It's been an awesome time with Bad Boy Major on the show this evening, and A as well, we'll call it a wrap. But before I let you go, I know you are a big name here, but I'd like you to just tell guys out there where to find you in case they are looking for you.
Yeah, on Instagram, on Twitter, and on